is God. All there is. No more doubt or confusion. I release pain of illusion. Yes, there's only one solution. Yeah, yeah. What I found is oh so simple. Deeper love in a temple, and I found it in the stillness of my soul. 'Cause all there is God. Oh, yeah. All there is God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All there is God. Let me hear your voice. All there is God. Now I'm resting in the knowing that my good is overflowing, and my faith is ever growing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, take me back to the beginning. I feel the Spirit moving in me. Make me stronger, make me willing. Yeah. All there is God. Oh, yeah. All there is God. Oh, everywhere you turn. All there is God.
All there is love.
All there is love.
All there is peace.
All there is peace. And it passes all understanding.
All there is truth.
All there is truth.
All there is God.
All there is God.
All there is God.
All there
All there is God. God is all there is.
all there is. Now I'm resting in the knowing that my good is overflowing, and my faith is ever growing. Yeah, yeah. Take me back to the beginning. Feel my spirit moving in me. Make me stronger, make me willing. Yeah. All there is God. All there is God. Yeah. All there is God. Oh, God. Everywhere you turn. All there is The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. One day I traveled to Berlin where the wall was. They tore it down in '89 in the name of love, but to some of us the wall still stands, and to some it never did. The problem lies not in the stones, but in the minds that built it. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. Everyone around the world all feel the same emotions. The children know what Lenin said, that all we need is love. We've glorified the intellect and sacrificed the heart. Let's blow the walls to kingdom come. We all can do our part, yeah. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. Paradise is nothing but a state of mind when there's love in your heart. Unity is waiting just around the bend. Now's the time for us to do our part. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers.
How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? Given the chance, I'm gonna tell you now. How many ways can I give thanks for the blessings I have known? I've got a list, and I will tell you how. Grateful for each breath awake, grateful for each step I take, grateful that I'm here to play my part. Grateful for the morning sun, grateful when the day is done, grateful that I have you in my heart. Grateful for this universe, for the better and the worse. Grateful that this world keeps spinning round. Grateful for my memories, grateful for my hopes and dreams, grateful for the blessings I have found. How many ways can I give praises for all the gifts I have? Given the chance, I'm gonna shout out loud. Grateful for each breath awake, grateful for each step I take, grateful that I'm here to play my part. Grateful for the morning sun, grateful when the day is done, grateful that I have you in my heart. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful now.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Hello and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community and we believe there are many paths to one divinity. We have 10 different faith speakers and 8 different sets of musicians We need 2 more sets of musicians. So if you know anybody that's a positive artist that would be interested in joining this group, send them our way, please. We would appreciate that. Every 10 weeks we have a series, and each series has a single word topic, and we send that out to the speakers. They come back with a video when their week is up, and the musicians, we team them up with a set of the musicians, and everybody sends their videos to Philip Lupo, and he and his team put them together and create what you are watching now. So, if you would like to join us in this endeavor, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org, and there's a donate button in the middle of that page, and do as you feel led. You can do a regular monthly, weekly tithe. You can make a one-time offering. Every little bit helps, and we appreciate every single cent of it. Thank you.
All right. Last week we had Shaman Jerry Nettesheim with our dear friend from Tennessee, Donna Frost. This week we will have Wiccan Oracle matched up with our Canadian contingent, Victor Morgado. And next week we have Sensei Dave Vidito with Brother Keith Leon.
And the topic this time is, this series is responsibility. I forgot to say that before. Responsibility.
Responsibility
is our topic. Mm-hmm.
It's a twisty one, so it's been incredibly fun.
Yeah.
Past services, notifications, all of those things happen at the pod page or the pod group. If you will join those, you will have access to the service, the past services, and Sunday morning notifications, so that you don't have to remember. It will ding you and you push a button, and it's beautiful. Remembering also that we have now up and running our YouTube channel. It is also a premier event for that same service on Sunday morning only. And then that will go to the archives and be available on our YouTube page that is searchable by both topic and by faith. And we have a deep dive from 11:45 to 12:15 on Sunday morning. Oracle typically joins us for those.
He told me he's going to.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So look forward to joining us for that. It's always enlightening because we get to ask those questions and get kind of deeper into whatever struck you during the talk. And then we have a second service at 5:45 every Sunday night. That's what we pin to the top of the page and the top of the group, so that you can venture back or send a friend during the week. That's all I know.
Each week we bless a country, and if you have any facts about the country that we are blessing next week, send them to the email below. If you have any facts at all, anything about the country next week is Kosovo, and I don't know anything about Kosovo. So help me out here, folks. Send me some stuff and we'll use it in our country blessing. This week we are blessing South Korea. Last week we did North Korea, and it wasn't particularly, what's the word I'm looking for?
Happy.
Happy is a good word, yes, all right. South Korea is better. So, South Korea is located in East Asia on the southern portion of the Korean Peninsula. It is about the size of Kentucky and has 51.4 million people in the size of Kentucky, yes. 47% of the people claim no religion. There are 29% Christians and 22% Buddhists. The capital of South Korea is Seoul. It has a population of 25 million people within the city limits, making it the third largest city in the world. I like this one. South Koreans are big shoppers. Restaurants and bars close around 11 p.m., but the malls stay open till 4 a.m. And the world's largest department store is in South Korea. It is over 3 million square feet.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Crazy.
20% of Korean men wear makeup, and beards are considered shabby. Having a beard will not only drive away potential romantic partners, but it will also keep you from getting most jobs. There are 3 types of hairstyles for women, and they are based on age and marital status. Long hair for single women, a short haircut denotes a woman who has recently gotten married, and older women have perms. 98% of the population uses the internet, has computers, and uses the internet, and 97% of the population has a cell phone. And this last one is really pretty interesting. South Korea has the highest density of robots in the world. They are used in factories, they are used as prison guards, servers, and even teachers. I believe the picture that you're looking at right now is a South Korean classroom being taught by a robot, being taught English by a robot. So very interesting place, very interesting, and yeah. Only border is with North Korea, and that's a whole nother story I could have gotten into with these facts. But so let's hold the people of South Korea in our hearts, knowing they want the same things in their lives as we want in ours. They want peace, which is always up in the air there, and they want abundance, they want love, they want security for their families. We hold them in our hearts and we say these words together. May peace prevail in South Korea. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me.
All right.
Thank you.
So, Victor Morgado will bring us 2 songs from somewhere in the Great White North. And our Wiccan representative, Oracle.
Hekatios.
See, I'm never going to get that, Oracle. I'm sorry.
Oracle is
She's
good.
going to say it every time. Without further ado, we'll see you on the other side.
The road is long, many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong enough to carry him. Oh, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. On we go,
can I turn my head? How can I go to bed? But I know that you have gone unfed, and you wish you were dead. I know responsibility, I know it falls on me. And how when you don't have the strength, you don't have the breath to yell. Take up your cause without pride, without pause. You are my sister, you're my brother. I know that we must coexist, love one another. I know responsibility, I know it falls on me to help. When you don't have the strength, when you don't have the breath to yell. Take up your cause without pride, without pause. Responsibility, I know it falls on me. Help. When you don't have the strength and you don't have the breath to yell. I'll take up your cause without pride, without pause. Responsibility, I know it falls on me to help. I know I have the strength, I know I have the breath to help. Responsibility, I know it falls on me to help. When you don't have the strength and you don't have the breath to yell.
Good morning, everybody. This is Oracle Hikatios. I want to thank Becky and Scott for hosting me this morning. I want to thank our musical guests for their wonderful music. I want to thank you, the listener, for allowing me to be in your home today and for listening to what I have to say and contribute to this topic of responsibility, which has been going on for a little bit. Everyone has had so far has had such wonderful insights, and I want to continue that hopefully with my own insights. So without further ado, I'd like to say I'm Oracle. I am a witch. I am a high priest in several traditions of the craft, and as it's called, the craft, for shorthand. And what I'm about to deliver may be agreed by some witches and philosophers, and may not agree by others, and that's okay. We can have these debates around the cauldron and still be friendly with each other. So, without further ado, the word responsibility is rooted in the 15th century word. It's a French word from Old Latin, and it means to respond. But to respond to what? You're responding to an action, to a behavior, but you're doing it because you have a fear of consequence. There's an innate um, pull towards allowing yourself to be part of that you don't want consequences from God, from providence, from whomever, and you don't want consequences from society. So you respond to what is happening, and that is your responsibility, the ability to respond. However, the word responsible, though coined in the 15th, 16th century, did not really exist as that kind of moment, that kind of definition, that kind of semiotic. Instead, what we have, and I want to go to ancient Greece, because ancient Greece, I'm a Hellenic polytheist. That is, I believe in the Greek gods and I worship the Greek gods. And my philosophy usually comes from ancient Greece. So the ancient Greek word is dion, and dion means duty. That's what it means. It means duty. And duty to what? What are we having duty towards? It means that whenever you see something that is of consequence, right or wrong, in your society, you have an obligation to correct that behavior that is a detriment to society. You have a duty. It is within you, but you do it not because of positive or negative consequences in the afterlife, not because of fate, not because of the gods. You do it because you're a human being and you're invested in society as much as society is invested in you at that time. And so there's an ethical philosophy following it called deontology today, and you can learn about it in the ethics classes. And it basically outlines exactly what I said, that without the fear of repercussion, you're just doing what is right. And it's not so much on a moral scale. And what I mean by it, a moral scale is I don't mean that someone defines for you right or wrongness based on divine providence, but that it is right because it is to sustain society. So things such as theft, things such as murder, things such as assault are frowned upon because it disrupts the natural order of things, the natural order that the Greeks viewed life. And although the family hierarchies were considered different, in some places women had no right to speak, in other places women were equal to men, although that social structure, that social strata was debated upon by different city-states and different regions, the premise is that the main premise is that there is a social order, and that social order of a support system, of friendship, of family, of clan came first before anything else. And we see this today in modern day, many many European societies, many other societies besides that of Europe, that are communal, will talk about how, on the extreme end, that an individual has no right to themselves, but to uphold the community itself. So that's a different topic altogether. I won't get into that, but my focus is on Dione specifically. And it was believed because there was a natural order to how the gods had created everything and the world had been created, and that this was the right way for society. We as humans, we are social creatures. We evolved that way. We evolved to be able to survive together. There is a greater chance of survival in the wild with numbers than there was with a lone human being with a spear. And by working together, we were able to bring down the large prey. We were able to build villages. We were able to raise children. We were able to succeed and progress because of our social networks. What does this have to do with my religious practice in witchcraft? Well, although the afterlife is debated upon by witches, many witches don't believe in an afterlife, many don't care about it, some do. Again, we're talking about Dione and duty to what is right. We're talking about that which is good, that which is good. And how do we define what is good if we don't have a divine providence? Well, again, it comes down to what is good for society, how society develops, and the survival of society, the raising of the children, the love and the comfort that we have towards one another. And this is expressed in by the star goddess. Now, in witchcraft, there is a poem called The Charge of the Goddess. It comes from traditional Wicca. And the Charge of the Goddess talks about how there is the goddess in her various aspects, the Great Mother and the star goddess. And the star goddess is that which is immanent within us and that which is also outside of us, because we are made of star stuff. And the stars of the sky and us, our very core well-being, the elements that make us up, are all make us related in some form or fashion. So we are the universe made manifest. And so in following along this trajectory, this line of thinking, the star goddess tells us that because we are immanent with divinity, she takes it one step further. She is the white moon amongst the stars, the fields of the green earth, the dark blue waves of the sea. And then she goes on to say that, she exists within us, and she is the mystery that exudes when we are searching for the divine. And there is a set of 8 virtues that are said to be cultivated that she talks about. And the star goddess tells us that those 8 virtues, part of Dione, held within Dione, the concept of Dione, the concept of duty to oneself and duty to community, in this case, to the craft and to humanity in general, is that we would develop things like honor and humility, power and compassion, beauty and strength, mirth and reverence. And we would develop all of those things within us. Those 8 virtues have a lot to say about what we as witches develop in order to understand our place in society, our place within ourselves. By understanding that, and they're not isolated. It's not just, we develop honor, but we develop honor and humility. That is, we develop a system that is based and rooted in integrity, but integrity not to boast, but in humility. That is, integrity with the ability to stay silent about what we do and just do what is right. Therein is Dione. Therein is the ethics of Dione. And our duty is also to not only just have honor and humility, but to also have power and compassion. That is, we have empowerment, we have the ability to do something right, and then we extend compassion at the same time. And our compassion is oftentimes, in many witchcraft circles, negated too much. We talk about power and power within and power without, but we don't oftentimes talk about compassion and how compassion and power must go together, must be married in order for us to fully manifest the virtues of the goddess in this world. Compassion is one of the things which is often talked. What is compassion? It means to be able to link to another, that you're empathetic, that you're solidarity. Not only do you link with that individual, but that in understanding this individual, you're then able to help them and assist them in right ways and right actions. And you do it because it's right, not because you're of the promise of an afterlife or reward, not for the promise of fame, but you do it because it's right. Dion, you do it because it's right. More than anything, we also have strength and beauty. We often talk about the virtues of strength and beauty. Beauty and strength are two completely, excuse me, these are abstract concepts, but they are also living spirits in ancient Greece. And it for many of these abstract concepts were actually living spirits that indwelled within and that we could contact and could live inside of us, and we nurtured these spirits, we nurtured these virtues, these favors, and by doing so we were worshiping. It was an act of worship to do our duties, to do our dion. And I invite you and I present to you that in witchcraft, it would behoove us probably to remember that and to probably reintroduce that concept that it is a living spirit, that these are living and vital things that manifest in the world, that they aren't just abstract and just cold and hard and left to the side in ethical conversations, but that indeed, if we interact with the world in an animistic way, that is, in a way that all spirits exist everywhere, rocks, crags, cliffs, rivers, rain, stones, then surely the words that we speak also have energy, also have power. And this is integral to witchcraft, that our words have power, that our words are living. And by living, we then extend that to concepts such as power and compassion, strength and beauty, honor and humility. But also we have mirth and reverence. And witchcraft is a joyous religion. We enjoy life. We want to enjoy the best that life has to offer. The flow of food and sex and community and camaraderie. Everything that life has to offer is reverential, and it is in awe, and it is in mirth. And we want to laugh. We have 8 celebrations throughout the year called the Wheel of the Year. They're called Sabbats, and they take place every 6.5 weeks apart from each other. And they're at integral times throughout the year. And these integral times often are just celebratory. They're celebratory in nature. We celebrate the seasons, we celebrate the cycles, we celebrate the gods, we celebrate ourselves present within nature, not just nature itself outside of us, but nature within us. We are a very joyous religion. We try to have smiles on our faces. We are happy people. And we do that with reverence, with the acknowledgement that it's a gift from the divine that would actually assist us in making sure that our life is full of joy, is full of happiness, is full of peace. And that is something we should pursue. That is our dion, to pursue these things, but not just for ourselves, but for others, to extend that this theology of eminence is also something to be spread out and to be joyous. Now, I say that carefully because witchcraft is not a proselytizing religion. That is, we don't go door to door and evangelize to you. We just don't do that. It's against our credo. Why? Well, many of us have had religious trauma from people coming to our door and trying to convert us. But more than anything, witchcraft is a hidden religion. It's a closed practice for many people. Certain aspects of it, not all of it, but certain traditions are closed of that practice witchcraft. And so certain traditions and customs, denominations, basically in parlance, oftentimes hide because we don't want to be persecuted. We hide our legal names, we hide our identities, we hide we are not everybody does, but many people do. And many people will use a pseudonym. They will use they will not even it's not even you're not even allowed to mention by name who is in your coven, in your group, because we take our vows as seriously of that, you know, at any moment in time, giving up somebody will cost them their jobs, their children, their fame, their reputation, whatever it may be. And so we do it out of integrity. And that integrity, once again, is rooted in the word dion, duty. We do it because it's right, not because of a promise of an afterlife, but to uphold our society, our social strata. I should say at this point that Dion as a living thing is grows with each development. It grows with each type of um, enactment, each time we take Dion seriously, then what we are doing is we are enacting and we are feeding it and we are saying, yes, you are important, you are integral, and you are a living thing. We are dependent on you as much as you are dependent on us to manifest in this world. It's a two-way street between spirits and ourselves. I oftentimes I have the personally the idea that these 8 virtues are really the core of what it means to be craft. This is just my opinion, because it is how we behave. Behavior means everything. Um, in Christianity, it is said faith without works is dead. Well, we emphasize the works. Your faith is private. Whatever you want to believe, however you want to believe, is private. Some people believe that the goddess is all around and it is just her. Some people believe that there is a sacred masculine and sacred feminine. Some people believe that there is an afterlife. Some people don't. It's all that theology is what's theology and philosophy. You know, that theology is what is private, and we can talk about that. But it's our philosophy. It's the philosophy of the 8 virtues that I believe is more integral and demonstrates to the world what does it mean to be a witch? What does it mean to enjoy life, to have power, to have compassion? And so I come back to that because in honor and reverence and strength and beauty, because with without these 8 virtues, I feel that personally that there is nothing to really define the boundaries of what is witchcraft for us, for the human, for the individual witch to pursue. Now, we can talk about different types of things, such as, you know, what a witch may look like, but really the goddess wanted it to be in our behavior and in our actions. And again, it's not in the charge of the goddess. It doesn't talk about, you know, you do these things because you do it because it's right. It is right. And I think that's what it comes down to, really. What do you do that it's when it's right? What do you do when no one is looking? And why do you do it? The motivation behind it. It is your Dion to uphold society, to uphold our social strata. Now, many times, here's the debate. What is a social strata? What is society? What is it that defines us? Well, in witchcraft, we have the equality of the sexes. We are, for many traditions, it is the inclusion of gender identity. And it is the progression of understanding what science has to say as far and social sciences about what really matters in order to build a healthy people. a healthy people. We ought to become better human beings, is what it really boils down to for myself. To become a better human being. But to become a better human being, we need to make sure that the human beings within our social sphere are also becoming better human beings. We are becoming healthier mentally and emotionally, not just physically. That we handle conflict resolution in healthy ways, that we handle equality in healthy ways, and that we indeed pursue and we pursue that which is right, and we eschew that which is wrong. And in doing so, a society will be much healthier, much better, and a safer place. So, honor and humility, power and compassion, strength and beauty, mirth and reverence. Let's keep this in mind. Let's keep these things in mind with Dion. Because Dion is on ourselves to enact. It is on our shoulders. In witchcraft, we have no devil or angel to blame and to give credence to. It is on us. And so we are empowered. We empower ourselves to behave in this fashion for the betterment of all. So I'd like to thank once again Becky and Scott for hosting me. I'd like to thank you for listening today, for welcoming me into your home. I want to thank our musical guests and merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Please have a wonderful day. Enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Victor. Amazing as build. We appreciate you doubling up in this run for us. He's acting as the 9th and Andrew as the 10th as we move into our area where we are missing a musician. Again, if you know anyone, please send them our way. Oracle, thank you. You're so brilliant. Yeah, thank you for teaching. Thank you for breaking it down so it's in bite-sized pieces for us to really be able to digest. Mr. Lupo, thank you for all that you do, taking all the craziness and putting it into a nice feed. It's always beautiful to watch on Sunday morning. We are grateful for all that you do for us. Following the morning service from 11:45 to 12:15 precisely, we will do a deep dive. It's precisely so we don't dive into your afternoon. And again, it's about going a little bit deeper with Oracle and asking him those questions that might have come up during the talk. The evening service, 5:45, is pinned to the top of the page. Remember that you have that option to go back to that YouTube channel, People of Diversity. It's the one with the hands, and there's 3.5 years of multi-faith already posted there, and you can use the playlist to search as you choose. Next week we have Sensei Dave Vidito and our brother Keith Leon.
Okay, if you would like to join the family, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org and press that donate button. And we want to take this moment to take a deep breath, plant your feet on the floor and close your eyes if you so choose. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for all that the pot is, all it brings, all it does, the ripples that it creates out into the world. We so appreciate everyone who is involved in this effort at every level, from the musicians and the speakers and our tech team and our audience It takes every single person to make this happen and to make it work, and we are so grateful. Amen.
I hope.
Okay, last thing, let's do our energetic healing circle. We are going to send our energy out. Just picture in your mind's eye that we're all sitting here holding hands and sending our energy around the circle, and put anyone into that circle that you know that needs healing, needs some extra love. Put any situation that you know of, anything out in the world or in your family, in your community, whatever is in your mind that needs some attention from us, and know that all of our energy is going toward all of our requests. And don't forget to open up and receive, because it's coming around. And we listened to this last song, and thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great week. We'll see you at the deep dive, or on Sunday evening, or next week.
See you soon.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.